My name is Shiaz Virjee, and I'm the 2020 inductee to the Hall of Fame. I'd give a playbook to the players so they can see visually, they can prepare in their own rooms, sometimes even added with videos.
In the coaches category for this year's Hall of Fame, Field Hockey Canada honors a man that has excelled everywhere he has coached. Shiaz Virjee was a former head coach for the Canadian men's national team and plays a huge part in producing new Canadian talent every year.
What can I say about Shiaz? Shiaz has been a very, very successful no matter what he did.
Very organized man, I wish I had his organization and his people skill, the way he has his network,
Virjee grew up in Nairobi, Kenya, where he played multiple sports. He was first exposed to field hockey through his school.
And I started playing on the school team, and then we were in the local championships. And then one of the clubs came up to me, one of the club reps came up to me and said, "Would you like to come and join our junior program?" So I got recruited into that, and then I started playing with them more and more.
Virjee then built himself up to be a national junior rep before stepping away from the game to focus more on his studies. But he then reunited with the game after immigrating to Canada. Virjee then got involved at the club level, where he was then asked to try out for the provincial team and began to be noticed for his hockey IQ.
I got along quite well with the coach, and he was coaching the national junior team, and he said, "Would you like to come and help me with that?" And so that kind of led me into the coaching side, and then I got more and more involved with coaching because, it just seemed a natural progression for me that my playing career wasn't going to take me as far, and might as well, devote myself to coaching, where I seem to have a knack for it.
Many also thought that he had that knack. While working as a computer systems specialist, he was also working alongside coach and mentor Jurgen Lenka on the Canadian junior team. Virjee then moved his way up to the senior team as a manager in 1980, where he was a part of the first Canadian team to win gold at the 1983 Pan American Games.
The 83 team was special. That team really fought and achieved success when we hadn't had success at the Pan Ams for a number of quads before that. Yeah, so that was really, really special.
After contributing for a number of years as a manager, Virjee then shifted his focus back to coaching.
If I wanted to get to the next level of coaching, I had to invest in myself. For coaching, the only avenue really was to get higher certification, and the best coaching certification you could get is through the International Hockey Federation. I paid my own way to go to the coaching courses around the world. And the other thing that I did also is I took coaching more seriously. I started working with a local club on a semi-regular basis, and I also started coaching for the BC Women's Field Hockey Federation. And I became one of the coaches for the under-23 team, and then I moved on to take over the senior women's team. And I coached the senior women's team for 8 years, and we won the national championship for 7 times in a row.
Virjee's success as a coach drew him back to the national stage as head coach for the men's senior team. As head coach, Virjee took the team to its best World Cup finish in 1998 and took Canada to 2 gold medal matches at the Pan American Games, including a gold medal in 1999.
It was a phenomenal win, and particularly playing on home ground in Winnipeg in Canada with all the Canadians watching us and supporting us. It was absolutely fantastic. So all the parents and loved ones were there, and for the guys, that was a tremendous, tremendous moment.
Later that year, Virjee also coached the team to a Gold Cup win and was the first Canadian coach to be named FIH World Coach. His run culminated in 2000 when he took Team Canada to its first Olympic Games in 12 years.
It was a phenomenal feeling. because every athlete, every coach wants to be at the Olympics, and you want to participate, you want to compete. So not something I'm proud about the result, but I'm proud about the fact that the guys played so hard.
Virjee then decided to step aside from the national stage as the winningest men's coach in its history and started coaching the University of British Columbia. At UBC, Virjee helped lead the university to 7 championships and built a hotbed for Canadian field hockey.
When he picked it up, the field had just been built. There might have been 8, 9, 10 guys at training, and slowly but surely they improved and they started winning as well. And a lot of guys who maybe weren't tabbed as the next great Canadian national team players became extremely good university players, and then that fostered an environment where a lot of other young guys could come through and ultimately find success on the national team.
After coaching at UBC for 13 years, Shiaz then began to help build Polar Bears Field Hockey Club, which aims to help youth at the grassroots level improve at the sport. The program has since assisted over 150 athletes to U Sports and NCAA placements.
I think we have to grow the sport at the base level. And if we're not growing the sport at the base level, it's going to die in a few years. So we have to have younger players coming in, we have to have more numbers coming in, and we have to teach them skills at the younger level. If they learn skills at the younger level, then we're going to be competitive to the best with the best countries.
When looking back, Virjee wants to be remembered for being a good person.
Yeah, as a family man and as a father to my son, I want them to remember me as a good person.
Dad, it's incredibly well deserved. It's been a long time coming. Your hockey career, coaching wise, isn't done yet, so keep working hard. But the hockey community here in Vancouver and in Canada wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you very much, and I do appreciate it, and I'm sure many others do as well.